Okay, this is a reading I'm going to do for Ataxamazing. I believe that's how she pronounces her name. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. But what I'm going to do is I'm doing this time. I'm using the Love Tarot cards, and this particular set only uses the major arcana. She wants to know, will things progress well with her current partner? So let's see what happens. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and flip the cards over here in just a second to save time and everything. Okay, this is how all the cards look for this reading as they're laying out. And okay, here's how I'm doing this spread. Okay, this, as far as this relationship goes, I'm not sure how long she has been with her current partner, but whether it be, you know, a long time or a short time, we're going to do the past, present, future, obstacle, and possible outcome. Okay. The first card is the Empress card. This card usually represents fertility, you know, wonderful things. If this were a woman, she'd be very nurturing and just a wonderful thing. It can also indicate, you know, children and, you know, things like that, like a happy situation. And probably in the beginning, everything seemed wonderful. It seemed, I guess, a nurturing type of relationship at the time, and everything seemed good. And then, of course, the next card, which is the present, indicates the High Priestess. Now this can indicate someone who's very intelligent, who knows what they're doing. They would be someone that maybe you could get like a lot of knowledge or info from. But this card can also indicate maybe just a little bit of deception in some circumstances, because due to the fact that that maybe this someone, whomever it may be, has a little bit of the upper hand, and they have like a little bit more knowledge of the situation. I mean, you know, I'm not saying that that's what's going on, but I'm just saying that this person, if they chose to, they would have the knowledge to. Let's put it that way. Okay, and as far as the future goes, this is the Fool card. Okay, the Fool card indicates someone who's pretty much, they don't know what's underneath their feet with their next step. They're kind of carefree. Everything just, you know, seems like it's just the unknown. This could be good or bad. It would be more bad if it were upside down. But due to the fact that it's right side up, it doesn't necessarily mean that, but it could mean that. In other words, if this person isn't careful, they could, you know, be walking into the unknown, and there may be a lot of things about this relationship that they're not going to know. That they may feel like they're playing the fool in this relationship, especially if they don't kind of keep their eyes open and you know, kind of check what's going on around them. Okay, then the obstacle is the Hierophant. Now, you know, and a lot of times it could indicate religion or religious type of situations, maybe a priest or preacher, or, you know, someone that you go and confide in. You look for guidance from this person. Or it could also mean marriage. If I had to guess, if I were to refer this as a situation, I would say that maybe the marriage issue might be a problem in this relationship. Maybe someone within the relationship wants marriage, but maybe the other person doesn't. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. I mean, that, you know, that seems to be the vibe. I'm not sure, but I mean, if this were a person, then this would mean that someone that someone within the relationship looks up to and goes for guidance, maybe not giving them the type of guidance that they would need that would be good for the relationship. They may give, maybe their advice might be against the relationship, especially since it's within the obstacle thing. But if I had to take a guess, my guess would be that this has to do with the whole issue of marriage. I just feel like someone within the relationship wants to get married and is thinking about marriage, but then the other person isn't. So, I mean, that's my guess about it. And of course, the possible outcome or the lesson to be learned is, which this is the death card. Don't freak out or anything. I usually tell people don't freak out. This does not mean death per se, the physical sense. In this situation, I'm thinking that it would mean the end of the relationship. My guess is if things keep going like they're going, if someone in the relationship is being a little bit deceived and they don't know where they stand and they kind of feel like the fool, it could possibly end. Especially if one person wants marriage and the other person doesn't. The relationship started out as a good thing, but maybe it's just kind of developed into, maybe someone knowing or keeping maybe a few secrets from the other person, and then the marriage thing. So I guess it just but as long as this goes on, then the relationship may have to end, which that may be a good thing. Who knows? It may open up doors and other avenues, for future relationships and things. But of course, if you want to use it as a lesson, then maybe you and your partner are going to have to do some talking, and I just feel like someone needs to be more honest within the relationship. If it's going to survive, there needs to be more openness and honesty within the relationship, and the whole, if it is marriage, the issue needs to be discussed and settled and everything, because I believe that it may be a problem here. Anyway, I hope that I've helped.